These are the top 10 most underrated novels of the 19th century, books that deserve far more attention in America. Some were overshadowed by bigger classics, some were misunderstood in their time, and some quietly changed literature without becoming household names. At number 10 is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. If you enjoy stories like Pride and Prejudice, but want something with higher stakes, this novel blends romance with labor strikes, class conflict, and the birth of industrial Britain. At number 9 is The House of the Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Overshadowed by The Scarlet Letter, this haunting American classic explores family curses, guilt, and the lasting consequences of greed across generations. At number 8 is The Woodlanders by Thomas Hardy. Set in the peaceful English countryside, this deeply emotional novel proves that heartbreak can be just as devastating in a quiet village as it is on any battlefield. At number 7 is The Awakening by Kate Chopin. Published in 1899, this bold American novel shocked readers by asking whether a woman could choose freedom over society's expectations. Today, it feels more relevant than ever. At number 6 is The Red Badge of Courage by Stephen Crane. More than a Civil War story, it's a psychological journey into fear, courage, and what really happens inside the mind of a soldier facing combat for the first time. At number 5 is Romola by George Eliot. Set in Renaissance Florence, this sweeping historical novel combines political upheaval, unforgettable characters, and timeless questions about morality and personal responsibility. At number 4 is The Story of an African Farm by Olive Schreiner. Decades ahead of its time, this remarkable novel challenges traditional ideas about religion, identity, and gender in ways that still feel surprisingly modern. At number 3 is The Egoist by George Meredith. If you've ever dealt with someone who believes the world revolves around them, this witty Victorian satire will feel incredibly familiar, proving that narcissism isn't a modern invention. At number 2 is The Return of the Native by Thomas Hardy. Against the wild backdrop of Egdon Heath, Hardy tells one of literature's greatest tragedies, where love, ambition, and fate collide with heartbreaking consequences. And at number 1 is The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. Long before Sherlock Holmes became famous, this groundbreaking mystery introduced many of the detective fiction techniques that readers still love today. Which of these hidden classics surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments and follow for more unforgettable books that deserve far more readers.